I am Felix Archer from RM Sotheby's, and I'm in the car with a gentleman called Josh Sadler, who I've known for a lot longer than he's known me, who I met at Brands Hatch 20 years ago, driving a 935 on slicks in the wet. The last time I saw him, he had 3 2.7 RSs in his garage instead of any other car. And I thought, this man is committed to the brand, and the brand he's committed to is Porsche. Josh is a bit of a Yoda figure, if you don't mind me saying, in the Porsche world, having founded Autofarm. And for those of you who don't know what Autofarm is, a huge name in the UK and in Europe, and indeed worldwide, for their expertise in restoring and looking after Porsches, and particularly of the era in which this car resides. And this car we're in is a 2.7 RS Touring, which is heading into our London sale on the 5th of November. What's interesting about this car is this is your daily driver that we're sat in today. This car was delivered to France new in sepia brown. It's now orange. It's done 271,000 kilometers. Every time Josh and I have seen each other, this car has been the car of choice. It's an incredible thing. Yes, it's got scars, chips, but it tells a story. What is it about 2.7 RSs to drive that you love so much?
There's absolutely nothing in the way of all this sort of traction control and all this stuff of modern technology. It is a very pure car, as all cars were back in that period. But if you've got experience of other sports cars from that sort of date, this is just head and shoulders above them all in terms of just being able to trundle along like this, chat away, go through traffic, or go and do a track day, drive it on the red line, on the limit. I must admit, I've got to like an engine in the back. I obviously grew up with engines in the front. But it's such a plus. The odd weight bias means you can, if you don't get it quite right on your corner entry, you can lift off and the back will start to come round, and so long as you time everything correctly, it is a huge plus. And you come out of the corner with a bit of opposite lock on and your foot hard on the floor, and it's yeah, there's nothing in the car to save you except your own ability.
Right.
And the traction at the back.
Right. Got you. Sound advice. I remember that one. So I'll ask you some quick fire questions. Italian cars or German cars?
German for driving.
Okay. What would you choose Italian cars for? Looking at?
I suppose you're trying to impress a young blonde.
Okay. All right. Why are Porsches better than any other brand?
Engineering and reliability. It's what has seduced me to the 911. They are solid, reliable, dependable. It's a seductive formula.
Okay. Preservation or restoration?
Oh, I'm a preservation person. Obviously, sometimes you're faced with no choice.
Yes. Yes.
At the end of the day, life is about people, not cars. So I therefore love cars with history and stories, and that, as you say, carry their battle scars within reason, of course.
Of course.
But and that you can just maintain, rebuild as need be. We've rebuilt the engine on this because it was rebuilt onto the new crankcase back in '86, and it's as you can tell, we've been trundling down the back roads. And the engine's, it's just as sweet as a nut. But as a track-focused car of its day, it's eminently usable in London all day long, day in, day out.
There's really not many cars you can actually say that about.
especially
It's
when
as
they're
used-
50 plus years old.
It's as usable as a Golf, and if you really know how to drive it, it's bloody quick, even by today.
Bless it. It is, as you say.
So what would you like the next owner to do with the car?
Carry on where I left off.